Now in this video, I'm going to try get the old ignition module out of here and the new one in. There's only 3 bolts holding it in, so I'm going to see if we can get that out, get them swapped over, get the new one in. Well, I've managed to get these clips apart. There should be 2 spring clips in there. Well, you can see that gap now. On this one, unfortunately, they're both snapped. But on that one, you can see they're still there. They're those horrible things that spring up and go over those little ledges. You can see those little ledges there. They'll go over those. They're a right pain in the neck to disconnect, but I've getting them disconnected. All I've got to do now is take the 3 bolts out of this to get this out. Now all the videos I've watched say that these are bolted in from underneath the car. Turns out they're not on mine. They're actually bolted in from the top. So they've been soaking in WD-40 for a few days, and they're, I think they're something like a, well, these are a 1/4 inch, so it's a 1/4 inch socket I've got on them. They're all fairly loose, so I can get these out. It's been a complete nightmare to get those clips apart. It took us forever. What I ended up doing was obviously sticking that old t-shirt down there, because I had 2 minute screwdrivers that I was using to lift the edge of the spring clips up. And yes, I know that's probably why they snapped on one of the sockets. But the problem is, how do you get those apart? If you're watching this and you've taken clips like that apart before, and there's some kind of tool, feel free to comment what the tool is. That's 2 of them out. Now the next one, this pipe's in the way. Hopefully I can get down there and get on the screw. Or on the bolt even. I think that's working. Yeah, seems to be. What a nightmare though. Right. That's out. Let's go somewhere in the shade and have a look at that. See what that looks like now it's out. Just before I do that though, I have noticed on these, if you can see in there, that sort of whitish cream colour. I think it's more prevalent in this one, easier to see in that one. Seeing that the 3 sockets have got like creamy stuff in. I think that's some kind of dielectric grease, but that's obviously clogged all the terminals up in there, so maybe I'll see if I can get a pin and some cleaning fluid and so I can clean both of those before I put the next one, the new one, in. For now though, that's out thankfully. I will need to clean all of that down there and make sure there's an earth point on the where the bolts go through. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but that hole there, that area looks a little bit cleaner than the area around it. That's an earth point. So the new unit that goes in, the new ICM, when I put that in, it's meant to earth through there. So I will have to obviously clean all of that down there. There's a lovely picture of there. So these 2 sockets, there's one there, and there's one there, the bolt holes, just in the corner of the screen there. And obviously that one there. But this area in the middle, all of that down there, I'm going to have to clean all of that, but obviously that's easily done. I'm more concerned that the new ICMs I've got are the right colours of the wires. Like I say though, we'll go and have a look in the shade at some of it and see if there's something in there that matches the colours, and I can get them bolted in there so I can clean those terminals out somehow. This is the original one I've just taken out the truck. Now on this one obviously we've got a lighter, sort of a lighter green plug, and there's what looks to be a red and a white wire. There's no black in it, that's just dirt. So there's a red and a white wire to the right hand side of the plug, and then we've got purple, orange, black and green. That actually comes away from there in that order. Now this one is one of the new ones, because there was 2 different ones available. There was this one. Now that's coming through as more of a blue on camera, but it is green, just not as light a green as that one is. But on this one, the red and the white wire are on the left hand side of the plug, and then we've got the orange, black, purple and green. So that seems to be wired up slightly differently. And then this is the other new one that I got, which again is, at least it's green, but it's a darker green. Now this one also has, if I can get everything in place so you can see here, this one has the white and the red, like we have there. And on the original one, we've got looks to be pink, orange, black and green. And that's purple, orange, black and green. And was that, would you say that was pink or is that purple? I suppose on camera it's coming across more of a pink, but when you look at it, it's purple. So on this we'll have white, red, purple, orange, black, green. On this one we have white, red, purple, orange, black, green. So I think I'm going to put that one in the truck. This one here, it's all the right colours, it's the wrong way around. But I suppose, depending on which way the manufacturer puts it together, as long as the wires all go to the same place. But because of this particular one at the minute, because that one is wired up identical to the way that one is, I'll put this one in the truck and we'll see if that helps. So first of all, I've got to go and clean the panel where that sits. And hopefully you can see that alright, but that's all of the shelf down here cleaned off. These lighter spots you can see, scrape the paint off and then give them a bit of a rub with a bit of Scotch pad just to shine them up a bit, because the 3 mounting points from the control module actually mount on those 3 holes and it earths through the body of the truck doing it that way. So that's all cleaned, ready to go on. So get those moved out of the way, we'll go and get the control module and get that bolted in. Now this one looks a little bit smaller in overall size than the original one was, but by the looks of it, all 3 holes still seem to line up. So we should be okay with that. Get them in the so I can get one of these bolts in. That's one started. Right, give the sloppiness of the camera work, but obviously trying to do this one-handed isn't ideal. Of course, there's always one that's going to be a little bit difficult. That's purely because of this power steering pipe. It's not a power steering pipe, it's the aircon pipe. But that's gone in. That's snugged down. Tighten the other 2 up. Right. So that seems to be fitted nice and snug. Makes life a little bit easier when it does actually bolt in from the top instead of underneath, like certain videos online said they would. That's all nice and solid and in place. The support mount where the bolts go through are sitting on the clean bits of metal, and then obviously these 2 just plug into these 2 here. I'm not going to plug them in just yet though. What I am doing is putting the sockets and the plugs in bags for now, temporarily, where they're going to sit for a couple of days, because not only have I got to take this apart to change these wires down here that are all crispy, which means I've got to take the distributor cap off, dismantle the inside of the distributor cap to take the control module out that these wires are connected to, and then I can change all of that. But none of that is going to happen for another couple of days. And the reason for that is I've run out of time for the day, so I've got to rush indoors, start getting everything gathered together, start getting ready, make sure I've got everything with us, because I'm heading off to an event for the next couple of days at a venue that a lot of you will know. And that venue is Santa Pod. This weekend, coming up, it's the Mopar Nats. And of course that means Santa Pod's going to be filled with Dodge, Plymouth, all manner of Mopar muscle cars, including a lot of Chevys, a lot of Fords. Pretty much any American car you can think of is going to be there. There's going to be drag racing. The weather hopefully is going to be wonderful. There is a promise of a moderate thunderstorm, so God knows what the weather's going to turn out like. But that's where we're heading off to for the next couple of days. So hopefully the rain's going to hold off, the thunder's going to hold off, and it's going to be a fantastic weekend once again down at Santa Pod. Obviously, I'll get plenty of footage. We'll get some of the drag racing action, a lot of the cars that are going to be there in the show and shine, and obviously a lot of the cars just running around in the pit and the Santa Pod venue area as well. We'll get as much footage as we possibly can. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. In the meantime, though, those 2 plastic bags I put over those plugs on the ignition system on the Ranchero, they'll protect any moisture from getting in there, and they'll stop any little critters or whatever from crawling up there as well until I get back. And then we can do the wiring that goes into the distributor, get that taken care of. That's going to be an interesting video because I've never dismantled a distributor before, so I'm looking forward to that. Nothing can possibly go wrong with that, can it? When you've never done it before and you've only watched a couple of videos on how to do it. Hopefully that'll work out. So we'll get that done, and then we'll get everything connected up, get some fuel in the carburetor, and see if we can get a spark and get the truck to start. Looking forward to that because it needs to be back on the road. They all do, and that's where they're all headed. Thanks for watching this one. If you've enjoyed it or getting anything out, any value out of it at all, press the like button on the way out and consider subscribing to the channel for more craziness like this. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.